So have you guys heard of the Tour de France? My dad and I have a tradition of watching the Tour de France until the early hours of the morning and following it mainly for the riding, but also largely for the scenery. So it's a pretty cool thing. And this year there's an Australian who is doing pretty well by the name of Richie Porte, and so it's pretty exciting.
Yeah, I'm Darren, Andrew's dad. Each year we watch Tour de France together. It's fun to watch the thrills and fit spills of the riding up and down the mountains, especially, and seeing the courage that the riders have as they conquer those mountains. And just fun to be with Andrew and to watch it and enjoy the scenery, and I guess some bonding time together as well. We're both sports tragics and love watching sport, and Tour de France is just one of those things that is awesome to be involved in, watching it happen. Back to Andrew.
The Tour de France has a bit of history. The first edition was in 1903 and has been run every single year since then, except for the war years, and that means that there have been 101 editions of the Tour de France, or Le Tour de France, and I think that this one here might be the 102nd. No, it's the 101st, because they already counted 2014. And the Tour de France often starts from many different countries. I think this year it started in Ireland, other years it started in England in the middle of London, and other years it started in all different towns of France. And anyway, there's been many different winners of the Tour de France. There's been over 36 from France itself. There has been one from Australia, and
go Cadell.
Yeah, go Cadell. And we could have another one this year with Richie Porte, but he might implode. And the most recent one last year was Chris Froome from Great Britain. With the year before that, you had Bradley Wiggins from Great Britain as well, who won it. Other big winners have been Andy Schleck, and Alberto Contador won one. However, he won a second one, but he was stripped of that title because he was caught for doing drugs. Well, doping. Other fun facts is that Luxembourg has had 5 winners, the US has had 3 winners, Belgium, surprise favourite with 18 winners, and the Netherlands has punched above its weight and they have had 2 winners. Where was it? I think it was very early on. They never used to wear helmets. It wasn't until recent years that they've worn helmets because of the increase in the number of injuries and deaths in the races, and so that has resulted in safety rules being brought in to basically keep the riders safe. For a while there, they didn't actually have teams. Each rider just rode individually. This was to try and promote the individuality of the toughness of the tour. But in 1962 they returned to having teams because it created a more... what was it? The return of trade teams enabled the control of doping, and also... where was it? And it was also suggested that these teams could come back to help control other aspects of the race. Anyway guys, that's a quick rundown of Le Tour. It's one of my favourite sporting events of the year, and in fact right now there is 84.7 kilometres to go, and the breakaway is 5 minutes and 11 seconds in front.